Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MLG Spring Arena. It's now time for the community-voted 2 versus 2 matches. Not only did you get to see everyone face off versus everyone else here at the MLG Spring Arena, but you also got the chance to vote on your favorite pairs, and now they are going to clash and collide here, and we get to bring you all of the carnage. So, Grubby, are you ready for this?
Almost. I mean, 2v2, I haven't seen a lot of it. Luckily, I'm joined by an expert on 2v2. DJ.
You know, it just so happens, Grubby, that I've cast a few 2v2s in my time. There was a competition, of course, the EG Masters Cup that had a 2v2 part in it. So I don't know if we're going to see anything like what we saw in those. I don't know if these guys are really ready, but there are a few things that I know about it. And one thing we're already going to see right off the bat, because we've got EG Huck versus MKP versus MC and DRG. And it's pretty well known that one of the most powerful race combinations in 2 versus 2 is Terran versus Zerg. So MC, and I predicted this to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you said MC's going to pick Terran.
I said he's going to pick Terran, and DRG and MC will play a TZ combination. That's exactly what we're going to get. So you're going to get to see MC playing Terran against Huck's Protoss and MKP's Terran as well.
Yeah, and I heard actually MC's Terran is really good in solo play as well.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to do very well with that probably.
I think this is going to be interesting. Smiles on both these guys' faces. Of course, the winner is going to get $1,000. Then they get to split it between them. And I mean, Grubby, I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about this map, because believe it or not, there is a really phenomenal strategy that you can do TP in this particular map. And one thing to keep in mind, and well, okay, let's introduce the players first. I'm sure Adabisi over there is like, select them. Over here in the northwest corner, we've got MC as the blue Terran, along with DRG as the yellow Zerg. And over on the southeast side of the map, we've got the red Protoss, EG Huck, and the pink Terran MKP. So the Terran Protoss strategy, first off, it's pretty difficult, this Terran Protoss, because, you know, it takes a little bit for the Protoss to get going, you know, before, you know all about this, don't you, guys?
I know.
Yeah. So in 2v2s, where it's pretty much primarily rush-based and very fast Tier 1 attacks, which can lead to longer games, of course, the TP combination, it's not as good as you might think, but on some maps, it's amazing. And, well, hold on one second here, because we already have, it looks like MC going with a forward proxy racks here in the middle of the map at the gold minerals. And keep in mind, the goal of this map, if it goes in the long game, is to protect this middle area. But there's an amazing Banshee Blink Stalker build that you can do on this map, because these cliffs over here are way away from your the front of the base. So you click in, you hit the guy in the back, and then you come out using the Banshee as vision. And it's really, you know, quite amazing. So anyway, tell us what we're seeing right now is, oh, it looks like we're going to have a double here from MC.
Looks like it's going to do like double barracks Marauders, and it looks like Dongragu actually has a clue about how to play 2v2, because that's actually the build I do when I play 2v2 with my wife.
I think this is going to completely crush these guys. Like, they have no idea what is going on.
Yeah, what I like to see when Terran and Protoss play together is to do like a joint wall off, using a supply depot and a barracks and a gateway and the pylon. Zerglings, can they get in past that supply
This
depot?
is not good.
So.
This is already not good, Grubby. There's no wall there. They're going to get right in. MC is going to have Marines coming in here. They're going to stop this racks from getting up. MKP is going to have 1 Marines, and it's going to already be over here. MKP's actually, hold on. MKP's got some wicked micro. Let's see what he's going to do with these SCBs. There's the cancellation on the racks. And are they going to just go ahead and get it back up? There's the 1 Marine. Now, keep in mind that we've got Marines pooling out here for MC as well. Oh, here he's going to have some Marauders coming out.
Yeah, double proxy racks Marauders, very strong strat, backed up by Lynx with a record time of Speed Link finishing. Dongragu is just going to use these few drones that he has and make a ton of Zerglings. And with that Marauder there doing very well against Stalker, And Speedling soon kicking in, and without a full wall off, it's going to be very difficult for Huck and Marine King to hold off.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have to fight hard for this. We have a second stalker out, the SCV still fighting. And actually, MKP's micro here on these SCVs so far are making this a game here. They're going to try to get this bunker stopped. They do get the SCV on the low ground, but more Marauders are coming into play while the third stalker is out on the field for Huck. And MKP and Huck, honestly, in a build that would kill about 99.9% of people, might actually hold it off. The question is, how many SCVs have gone down? We're going to have to find out here in just a little bit, because in 2v2s, we don't have all those pretty graphs and stuff that measure that sort of thing.
Yeah, and miraculous hold off so far by Marine King. He was keeping his SCVs alive, even in the face of Marauders and Lynx, but finally lost all of them. Now bringing in a second batch, leaving home just 4, and more and more Zerglings stream in.
Yeah, honestly, with these Marauders here, MC had the right idea. It's all about those tier 1 units, massing as many as you can and as quickly as possible. And as the Marauder count gets higher, we're starting to see that concussive shells kick in here against these stalkers who will absolutely rip them apart. The Lings just used there as almost a crowd control situation. And MC and DRG could quickly take game number 1 here. Oh, MKP only lucky. Are they going to GG out?
Very strong argument there by Marine King. And Huck was having trouble spending his money. As we mentioned early on, it's a little bit hard to get your gears starting to get kicked up into working motion. Yeah, it was sitting at about 500 minerals, and now is using his warp gates for stalkers, but Stalker's probably about the worst thing you could have against Marauder Speedling.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Even a couple of Zealots here would make a huge difference. And they haven't given up yet, but now this bunker on the bottom, little vision or no vision. Actually, Overlord was given a little bit there. And the Marauders continue to go out. There is a command center that's going up, so MC's thinking about expanding here. And right now, Huck's still holding on. Oh, there's the dance on the Zerglings from DRG as he just lets them die. What is MKP at right now? I mean, don't forget, man, he's got mules, but there's also 7 SCVs over there. Very little production.
Maybe he should just be feeding resources to Huck, who actually got supply blocked. It's easy for players to kind of lose their track of thought as they're having to communicate with their ally, having to mind their ally's survivability, and then they just forget basic stuff like that, like the pylon. 700 minerals for Huck. Warping in more and more stalkers, and it's going to try and save the day with a huge amount of stalkers and the blink upgrade, which is just now getting started.
The factory's going to go down, and more Marauders coming in. In fact, those 2 Marauders from the low ground bunkers. Looks like he could just move forward, start picking off pylons. If they do get us around on those stalkers, they will do a ton of damage to them as we just continuously have a pour of units in. And I'm actually surprised that they are holding on for as long as they are. More stalkers continue to come out here, but you could see MC and DRG getting closer and closer.
And all the resources are being fed to Huck, who is now having to fend off Marauders and Zerglings single-handedly with all his stalkers. A lot of workers coming in here, and the Lynx are dancing around while the Marauders are taking pot shots at the workers. And this is just an all-out brawl of workers against army. Stimpak finishes, MC turns it on. That's really going to help him clearing up those stalkers. But could there be enough stalkers for Huck, who is almost about to finish his blink upgrade? And Marine King is doing the only thing he can now, which is to cheer.
Yeah, cheer and just keep pumping SCVs and mules and try to make something happen here. But I almost feel, well, how is DRG just continuing to send out his Lings? He could attempt a run by here. MKP is conceding. This is now a 2 versus 1, and Huck is going to try to hold on for his dear life.
Yeah, and keep in mind that Dongregoo is on a very low economy himself. If we look at the income tab, Dongregoo is netting about 400 minerals a minute. Marine King is outdoing that with his mule, so it's just pretty much Huck against Marauders now.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, actually MC though, with a staggering amount, he's going to start building some racks back home as well, and he's going to be in great shape. DRG not getting enough, but just enough to make those Lings and continue production. Look at Huck. I mean, Huck doesn't have much of anything.
Oh, Huck doesn't have a lot of workers.
Yeah,
Whoops.
He gave up all those probes. So
yeah,
I mean, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over.
Yeah, and the Stalkers are here, but the time is not looking well for Huck. Definitely time is not on his side. His team is on very low economy, and as he comes up the ramp here, Marauders are right there waiting for him. One Stalker goes down, the rest gets blinked out, but one more gets taken down. Marine King is complaining to anyone who cares, anyone who might hear, but I'm not sure he will find ears sympathetic to his cause on the opposing team.
No, Imba Marauder is very Imba.
That's almost like a tautology.
I mean, MKP knows he should have built some. Should have built some, man.
Yeah,
but MC just continuing to mass. It's like a mono battle here a little bit. And all MKP can build is SCVs.
I did not see two different units from one player. It is a mono battle.
Yeah, not yet.
Why are you so bad, guys?
Now
MC?
the BM really starts, and now we got the Marines joining. It's officially not a mono battle anymore. Second, I mean, MC could technically fund DRG too. DRG just doesn't really have that much larva.
Yeah, just keep making Zerglings and probably giving the excess money to MC, because one hatchery, I didn't think it was enough to quite fund what he has, but maybe it is.
MC says bye as he marches this army into his opponent's base. There we go. The Zealots go down first, and there it is. GG. Huck leaves the game. MKP's out of there. Oh! Yes. All right, here's my prediction. My prediction is that it's going to be this team versus Violet and Heart in the finals.
Violet and Heart will be playing against Parting Ganji in the other game, which I believe right now is being showed on Gameplay 1.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And we're going to go to the score screen. We're going to find out what the next map are going to be. This is, we do have an update here.
Yeah, Violet gets to pick who he will face from the 5th and the 6th seed.
Yeah.
And he's actually chosen.
He's already chosen.
To play against his teammate.
His 2v2 teammate, Heart. So tomorrow, Violet will play versus Heart, which I actually think is a really interesting pick for Violet. He did so well versus the Protosses this weekend. It only, MC was left. Here we see the brackets, Violet versus Heart and MC versus DRG. So, I mean, I would guess...
so he could either pick
he either chose Heart or DRG, right. So, obviously, I wouldn't want to play as EVZ either. Going with Heart, he completely avoids that.
I hope for their 2v2 that there are no hard feelings between them.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was...
Oh,
well,
I thought you punned.
It. I thought you punned me. Did you pun me?
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Wow, that was so
all
bad.
right. Oh, Grubby, you slide. That, of course, starts tomorrow for Championship Sunday. You got me. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be a phenomenal start. I mean, Heart versus Violet especially. Well, we might get to see them play in the 2v2 finals. But are we ready to go? Let's go. Everyone's ready to go. Do we have a change-up? No, we don't.
Nope,
it's going to be on high orbit now.
Oh.
And high orbit is actually a really, really great 2v2 map once you figure out how to play 2v2, where you're you're basically one basing.
That might be the hard part, though.
What's so funny, Hannah B?